Hola amigos, this week we've got Elliot Shoemaker from Overdose. He's the Managing Director of Queensland. Let's get this thing started. Elliot, it's lovely to have you here today, mate. I'm excited as always to have somebody sat opposite me today.
I think it's lovely to be here today. We'll find out.
Well, we've known each other for, we were just talking before this, about 8 years or so, weren't we?
Yeah.
Right, mate, give us an idea, and anyone that's viewing, I've got a pretty solid idea of this, but how your journey started. Have a bite first, mate.
Do I have to? Yeah.
Have a bite. Enjoy. The journey to Overdose. Let's say snapshot over the past decade or so, if you just to give us a very quick rendition.
I've never left you, Sam. Yeah, I guess I started in the tech side of things. So I was building apps, technology, consultancy, startups. And I gradually started moving more towards a client focus, I guess. So I guess I've switched from retail side to consultancy side a few times, back and forth, finding solutions for problems and being agnostic to all of the possibilities out there.
All the moving parts out there as well.
All the moving parts.
Yeah.
And being really able to take a big picture approach to solving problems. I think that's where it's at.
Right, so. Sorry, I slipped.
That's a big dollop.
I slipped.
You slipped.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, my hand was just quivering over the top there then. Okay, so.
Look at that dripping off. Oh my God.
With you up here to establish the Queensland practice, how have things gone so far? Trying times at the moment at best. How have things gone for you in terms of the short evolution that you've experienced with Overdose so far?
That was not too bad, but I can see you sabotaging me by getting it on the serviette as well. Dodgy move. My brain stopped. What was the question?
How have you gone? Trials and tribulations over the past, even 4 months. You okay?
Yep.
Yep, that'll be fine. No, fine.
It's really hard to concentrate. I guess looking at our customer base, there was that initial shock. Everyone didn't know what was going to be happening if we're looking back in March.
Agree.
And everyone was cautious about
knee jerk
reactions.
Yeah, what do we do? Yeah.
And rightly so, pays to be cautious. But it wasn't long before everyone realized that, hang on, this is an opportunity for growth as well. So things turned around really quickly. And, people who were originally cautious, who were initially going, okay, we're going to hold off on our marketing or hold off on this project.
Yeah.
We're like, no, now's the time to do it.
Yeah.
Now's the time to dive in and, make it rain.
Yeah.
Which I think is what's happening to my face right now. And yeah, so it's actually been going gangbusters.
Good.
So the pipeline's good. Our existing clients are growing.
Nice.
Everything's looking up. It's fantastic.
Good, mate. Good, perfect.
All right, you good? Okay.
Not yet. What's been your most challenging or rewarding moment of your career to date? I mean, it could be a couple of things. It could be a plethora of reasons. But yeah, what have been some of your biggies in there?
Yeah, challenges. I think the challenge that I've had, and probably a lot of other people in the digital space have, is being an internal champion and trying to bring a business along for the ride and go, okay, this is where I see the future for our business. But you're talking to senior leadership or boards who are
don't always get things.
Yeah, and they're cautious for the right reasons.
It could be a reciprocal perception there.
That's
anyway.
right.
Yeah.
And rightly or wrongly, but somebody who's really trying to push the envelope with digital, e-commerce, omni-channel retail.
Yep.
It can be a struggle for a lot of people, and I guess that's why I've come agency side as well, because you're working with businesses who get it and who are pushing forward, and that's super exciting. So that has been the challenge. And I guess being where I am now, that's the exciting thing. That's the
nice, mate.
Being able to take those businesses from here to there and see the opportunities that offer themselves.
Beautiful. Okay, question. Have a good old bite right over square on the button on that. What would your biggest piece of advice be to the 10-year-old Elliot if you were to travel back in time? Pieces of advice, either or, mate.
What do I tell my 10-year-old self? I cherish education. I think education, is the pillar of any society. but there are many ways to achieve a goal.
Yep.
And don't stress out about, not
Yep.
having the best marks in school.
Mate, I think having that mindset, given the current role that you're in right now, like you said, gives you that breadth and that agnostic view to help deliver different solutions.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's go with the fifth one here, mate. Are you enjoying these wings, though?
Yeah, the wings are
I'm
actually
having
fantastic.
lots of fun watching.
If I could taste them, I'm sure they'd be even better.
This one, as you can see, this one's the one that goes down the quickest. I won't disappoint. It's
You never disappoint me.
sorry, mate. I
really doesn't disappoint.
Yeah, sorry. That's a good nudge there, mate.
Look at that. It's just, oh wow. Okay.
I'll give you.
See you in the next life.
I'll give you an easy one here. You're a good sport, mate. You're really noshing right over the top of that as well. I like it. Okay, fifth question. Any companies out there, and I've been asking a few people this one, that there's a level of admiration, mutual respect, could be a parallel business to Overdose, it could be someone that you followed from historical, and anyone that's doing anything relatively or innovative out there.
I feel like I'm making a mess. Okay, yeah.
That a good one?
That wasn't bad. I seriously feel like the first one was the spiciest and the rest have been...
Well,
maybe you got the order mixed up.
We might have to do a swap, see. If you look online, that's good to know, but I do call that one the Grim Creeper, as I said to you earlier.
Oh, okay. So halfway through my question, I'm going to burst into tears. I get it. Yeah, it's there in the back of the throat.
I told you.
Oh, man. All right, go get the answer out before I lose my voice. I guess businesses I admire. I think I'd have to focus on the small end of town, especially right now. A lot of bigger businesses, you've certainly seen some bigger businesses fall over, but that was the retail environment before COVID as well.
Correct.
The smaller business community right now is struggling, and the ones who are getting by have to do it by being innovative and by trying new things at the risk of failing, and failing could mean
I was going to
everything.
say there could be a catastrophic risk.
That's right. They're
associated
not too big to fail. They could fail at any time. So they've really had to struggle and pull together the resources, the minimal resources they've had to get by.
Yep.
And that goes for hospitality. It goes for service businesses, retailers. There's a lot of effort being put in to stay afloat, and my hat goes off to those guys because that's an epic amount of effort that they have to put in right now. There's obviously a lot of innovation happening at the top end of town, and that's fantastic to see.
Again, there's a deeper pockets to
that's
warrant
right.
doing so as well.
Yeah, and it's probably stuff that they should have been thinking about doing years ago.
Yep.
Whereas the smaller people who have the limited resources, they really struggle day to day, let alone right now. So
Nice.
yeah, my hat goes off to those guys.
Brilliant.
Definitely.
Nice answer, mate. That does conclude everything at the moment. How'd you go with that fifth one, the Grim Creeper?
It did creep up. I started losing my voice there for a minute, but I was just...
You quivered, but you held it together really,
Thank you.
really well, mate.
Right.
Look, Elliot Shoemaker from Overdose, thank you for making it. We're going to
Thank
see
you.
you guys next week on JDP's Questions, Wings and Things. Cheers.